friends, Glenda Mollett here, and welcome to my craft room. I'm grimacing and looking around because just as I went live, my lights flickered. Hopefully that's not going to happen tonight. We're in the middle of it. Oh, please, Lord. Okay, it says I'm live. We're in the middle of a really rainy storm. It's not windy, it's just really rainy right now. Oh, I'm live. Oops, I'm live. Yay. Okay. Got that going. Now go over here. So we will see how it goes. If I am in the middle and I stop, it's because my power went out. Now, we've lived here almost 20 years, and our power is, we don't live in an area that loses power very often. So hopefully it was just a flicker or two. Well, hello, Mary and Alice and Carol and Holly and Janet. Everybody's coming. Yay! That's awesome. Okay, let me close this, because then if I get a message from that person, hopefully it won't pop up and be in my way. So tonight I have, and the last of my trilogy, also known as a series of 3 cards this week, using the Modern Christmas designer paper and Ornamental Christmas bundle. I forgot what it was called. Hello, Dimity. Oh, it's getting cooler in Vegas. Yeah. Of course it is. You're going to have snow next week, Mary. I hope you are prepared, because guess who's coming to town? Yeah, we will have snow. Now, the US announced, I don't know whether it was today or yesterday, but I found out today that the government is curtailing 10% of all air traffic in specific large cities. They're going to announce them tomorrow in 40 large cities in the States. Yeah. Guess who's coming to town? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I said to my friends, oh, well, if we get there, we can't get home. Who cares? So, Mary, do you have a spare room? Hello, Shannon. Hi, Susie. Yeah. So if I don't get home from Vegas, you'll know why. Of course. I'm not worried about it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, oh well. Like, nothing I can do about it. I can't control anything in there. So if I go and I get stuck, I'll get home eventually. If I can't go, I'll just come home and I'll have 4 days at home that are not booked for anything. And I'm going to miss the trip and I'm going to miss my peeps. Oh, well. So don't forget, my Autumn Trees class is open for registration. I put the link in the description of the video. I am having a free online class on the 19th of November using this suite that I'm sharing tonight. So that's going to be on the 19th. Maybe if I get home. I don't know. Let me turn you around and I'll show you what we're doing. Okay, so the Autumn Trees class is open for registration now. $25 gets you kits for 3, or a minimum $75 order gets you the kits for free, and you still get the PDF as well. This is the bonus club card, and this is the bonus monthly tutorial subscription card. It might look ho-hum and it might look really the same as this one, but there's techniques in these cards. And there's my free Ornamental Christmas class on the 19th of November starting at 6:30. So I'm going to be an hour earlier for this one. Oh, Mary's got it on the calendar. And then I did a thing this morning. I signed up for a class with Stampin' Up. It's called Brushed with Beauty. So this is the suite I'm featuring in my January class. And you can purchase a class from Stamping Up. And I was in there today and I can't remember how many cards they said that we're going to make. Oh, here they are. There's 4 of them. So there's 4 cards. There's sneaky peekies of them. If you live in Canada, it's $41. In the States, I think it's 30. And hello, Norma. If you live in Canada and you live near me, I'm going to be doing this class live with Stamping Up, and I would love to have people join me. We'll set my big screen up in the studio and we'll craft along with them. Now, Norma was here and we did the scrapbook retreat, the 2-day scrapbook retreat, which is turning into 4 days for us. And it worked really well, right, Norma? Oh, Mary, you have to work. Can't you tell the kids to stay home that day? You have a very important thing to do. Hello, Valerie. Susan, hello. Okay, so here's today's card. Wait, close your eyes for a minute. I have to set the card up. Hang on, because this one is really cool and it's special. Okay, ready? It was awesome. Yeah, and we're going to finish them off the last weekend in January. We only got 6 months done in 2 days, but we had a lot of fun. Okay, so here's the card. Now you're going to look at that and you're going to say, oh, it's crooked. Yes, I know it is. But tonight's won't be crooked. So this opens 3 ways. Do you see the cute little bow in here? And then you open it up. Are you ready? Oh, Dimity, you still haven't finished the retreat either? We've got January to June done. We just have to do July to December. Okay, ready? Here we go. Woo! Did you see that flip? Shall I do it for you again? So before you send it, you wind it up like that, and then you slip it in your envelope. And when people look at it, they're not going to know that when they open it. Are you ready? When you open it, it goes around in a circle. It swings. It's really super cool. Now, the other side is not quite as crooked, so I have to take care tonight to make it cool or make it straight. Then we have this is what is left over when you cut this out. So I have notes here. Cut the hole in the front with no adhesive in the DSP, and then how to ensure that your string stays straight. And then you open it up and there's your inside. So there's lots of room. If you want to write a really long letter, you can do that. You can put another ornament in there. You can put some designer paper on there. And there you go. That's the card we're making tonight. It is called a spinner card. Ah. Dimity thinks she did July, but not before. Spinner, yes. Spinner card. Hello, program. You can bring the Facebook comments over now. It's not doing that tonight. Okay, I will be using. Sorry, my mouse moved. I'm going to be using Memento. That's it, only Memento. And I'm going to be using the Ornamental Christmas Bundle. That's it, only thing. Not a lot of supplies to create this card. Did you stamp the inside intentionally to look like a tree? Of course I did. Of course I did. Oh my God, Zipper's watching you. Oh my gosh, I got 2 cat friends now, Milo and Zipper. Envelope, card base is basic black, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded in half. And then the other base is basic white, and it is 8 by 5 1/4, and it is scored at 4, and they fit inside each other. Then we have the 5 1/4 by, or no, wait, 3 3/4 by 5. That's the piece on the inside. This is the designer paper for the front, and it has fa la 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 on the other side. Now, it doesn't matter which way you cut the paper, because you're going to cut a circle out so that we'll be able to flip this way and have the circle the right way be around behind there. And I am going to use, I shudder every time I think of this. I'm going to use the back side of that die cut. Oh, and I hate it, but I'm going to. Then we have 2 pieces of basic white that are 3x3 to do that. And we have a piece of basic white that is 3/8 by 4 1/4-ish to do that. 3 pieces of gold. So we have 2 pieces that are 5/8 by 2 and 3/8, and those are going to go behind the holes there. And then I have another piece that I am going to cut these out, because if you'll notice, there's no bling on this card either. Almost every single card I've made with this suite, I have not used bling on, including the one I did this afternoon, or yeah, this morning with my Sunshine Club. We did one, and there was no bling on it either. I have a piece of black and gold twine that is about 3 3/4 of an inch. So you need it big enough to go in your hole. And then I have another piece that is about 8 inches, and we're going to do this funky little bow thing on there. No, I won't be tying a bow. We're going to be doing a Shanna bow. So Shanna just puts adhesive back there and just winds it around and makes a cute little bow. So I am doing my inner Shanna. Let it come out. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is get your black card base and attach this to this. Now, when you do that, do not put adhesive in the center, because we want to use the back side of that. So, ooh, I didn't even get my adhesive out. So my friend Penny brought me this cute little bag. Here, it had a bow on it, and I undone the bow. So there was this cute little bag of Ghirardelli chocolates. So it was tied up with this color ribbon that matched that color chocolate. Now these are white chocolate because I can't have the brown chocolate. So she brought me a whole bag of white chocolate. And some of them are white chocolate caramel, and some of them are white chocolate sugar cookie. Oh my good Lord, these things are yummy. So as long as they were tied closed, I was good. I didn't get into them for like almost a whole week. But then I decided I deserved one, and I opened it. So yes, I've been eating one a day. Only one. That's all I'm allowing myself. And when we go to Vegas, I looked today, and there is a Ghirardelli outlet store in Vegas, and it is a half a block from where we're going on the strip to watch the show Menopause. And it's open until midnight. So we can go before the show, or we can go after the show. And they have these chocolate sundae things that have chocolate fudge on them. Well, of course, I couldn't have that part, but they have white chocolate and ice cream and whipped cream, and oh my goodness, we just may be going to Ghirardelli, and I'll be able to get myself some more white chocolate candy. I'm so excited. Willpower, I know, I try. I said one of those a day. I didn't say what else I'm eating each day. Okay, so I'm putting this on. Oh, did I get it straight? No, it's crooked. Or go before and after. Alice, what a good plan. They decided that we were going to have that chocolate sundae thing for dinner. Yeah, I'm up for that. Because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right, Mary? I was also told to wear a Depends when we go to the show, when we go see Menopause, because it is so funny. You're going to pee yourself, especially if you have the typical female thing where you've had children, and sometimes when you laugh, your tears run down your legs. Yeah. Okay, so it's on there. I've got adhesive around the outside. I'm going to cut this out. Now, this is the die that comes with these dies. So it is the circle one. I'm not using anything other than what's in this bundle. And I'm going to run this through my machine. But first, I'm just going to clean my bottom cutting plate because I was playing with vellum today and there was a bit of vellum left on there. So I made a card today out of the what do we call it? Petals of Beauty bundle. Oh my. Barry says, yep. I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. It is going to be so fun. And they're having a Western party for us on. When do I come home? I come home Friday. So they're having a Western party for us on Thursday night. Or maybe it's Wednesday night. Anyways, they're having a Western party for us. And there's going to be karaoke. Okay, this one won't be participating in karaoke, just letting you know. But there's going to be line dancing, and I love line dancing. I love it. We're supposed to dress up in Western clothes, but I don't have any. Okay, I'm not using this, so save this for another project. But I am using this. Now, the problem I have is that when you die cut something, it gives you a lovely edge on it. See how it's all nicely rounded? And when you turn it over, that edge is not there. So just take your fingernail and just kind of run it along that edge, and it will just smooth that edge out so that it's a little bit smoother. Now, when you do designer paper, it's not quite as bad as cardstock because cardstock does funky, foldy things. Okay, so I'm going to put that off to the side because we're done with that, and we're done with that for now. We're going to build our ornaments. We need to build 2 of them. So I'm going to cut one. And it doesn't matter where I cut this. And I'm going to cut, and I'm going to try to do these both at the same time. I don't know whether it will work or not, but we'll see. I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to line this up. Hopefully I'll get it straight, and hopefully the dies will work. So did you guys have a good day today? Did you get to be crafty at all? I must confess, I did not go for my walk today. And I feel bad because they put out a rainfall warning for the west coast of Vancouver Island this morning for 3 to 5 inches today. That's a little bit too much. And there was one point I thought, oh, I'll go now because it's not raining. And I got my stuff on and I went outside, and by the time I got out, there was pouring rain. So they lied. Did I get that straight? Oh, I did. Look at that. All right, I'm going to put this one in here. I'm going to do the same thing. And it doesn't matter if they're in the same spot or not because you've got gold in between them. But I just want to make sure that it's straight. So I'm using my grid paper to line up the edges of that die. Okay, we'll run this one through. At least I got one straight one, so I can make that the front one. Alice made homemade Western taco soup, close to crafty as I got today. Oh, that sounds yummy. Did you have rain over there like we did over here? Okay, take that out of there. Put my dies away. Oh, I got a Christmas song going through my head now. We'll be having a wonderful Christmas time. Oh, I need to stop. I want things like that going through my head. Okay, got those all cut. Don't need those pieces, but I do need this piece Oh, Susan's water painting. How cool is that? I'm going to use the holes, and I'm thinking I got a little bit extra there. I'm going to cut out if I can get it to fit on there. Oh, just barely. Okay, let's move that down just a tad. I'm thinking that we might want to put one of those on there, and if so, then I'll have to get another piece of gold and cut a second one. But we'll see. That's going to fit on there. Perfect. Wind is oh, Carol W did laundry and 4 Christmas cards. Ooh, nice. Alice said they got the rain and wind is expected tomorrow. Yeah, it's supposed to be a couple of days of horrible storms. I may not get my walk in tomorrow either. And I won't be live tomorrow night because I've got a class. Tomorrow night is my October Funfold #1 class. Virtual tour night, club in person Friday, and class in person Saturday. And then Sunday, I have another class. I don't remember which one. And then Monday, I'm off to Vegas. And this time, it's the first time in a very long time, I don't have to leave home at dark 100 -4 hours. Because for some reason, the best flights I could get out of Comox through Calgary to Las Vegas was at 11:45 a.m. Yay! Okay, I'm just going to put these on here and get some glue on them. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on that. And then we'll look at it on here. Well, actually, we can look at it before I put this on here. Is that going to, do you think I should put those on there? I need to cut an extra one if you think so. Yes to the ornament top or no to the ornament top. I can move it down a little bit more so it won't be quite so low on the ornament. So let me know if you think I should. Norma, you're scrapbooking? That's awesome. Oh, Sunday scrapbooking. Yes, I knew I had a class. Come on. Ouch. Scrapbooking class on Sunday. Hubby is on the train. They're having, I don't know what train rides they're having tonight or this weekend. I lost track of what they're doing, but he's on the train this weekend, so I don't have to worry about him. Okay, that's going there. And then we'll just put some glue on this. Don't mind the rain, but wind makes miserable. Oh, I love the wind. Yes, I packed today. I did pack today. I've seen that show and can attest to laughing your face off. Carol says yes to the top. Mary says yes. Zipper says yes. It's not bringing my Facebook messages over. Valerie says yes. Susie says yes. Diana says yes. Zipper's alternating between the TV and me. Okay, I will get some gold and we'll cut more. Now, to do this, it's a little picky because you have to get the string up in between the designer paper and the cardstock. So that's another reason why you don't want to put a lot of adhesive in there. So I'm going to see if I can get this up because it makes it a lot easier if you can lift this up. Now it's already run through the machine, so I probably won't be able to. I should have maybe just put it on with temporary adhesive instead of putting real adhesive on there, but you know, I didn't. So you're going to see how to fix the boo-boo when you make it. You won't though, because you'll know. When you make one of your own, you'll remember what I said. Put it on with temporary adhesive. Because when you run something through the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine, it really does a good job of attaching whatever it is solidly. But this is coming up, so this is just a testament to how good this Stampin' Seal is. So if I was smart, I would have put temporary adhesive in here in the center, because you're going to use the back side. Oh no, you wouldn't. I would put temporary adhesive at the top and the bottom. Yeah, not in the center, because you got to use that. Okay, so I've got this peeled back now. There we go. Now if I put that, I don't want to fold it back, but I want to be able to show you what I'm doing. So you're going to put adhesive on the top and the bottom of the hole. And then take my black twine, and I kind of want it in the middle. So let me just line this up here on my grid paper and hopefully get it in the middle. Whoops. Come on, just stay there for a sec. So I'm kind of using that dark line there to line this up. And you want to pull it really tight. Milo is sound asleep. Oh, Milo. Okay, now get some tear and tape, and we'll just put it right over top of that, like that. One at the top and one at the bottom, because you want it to be secure. You don't want it to move at all. And I think I'm going to put even more. Put another one here, like that. So you get what I'm doing here, anchoring that twine so it doesn't move. There we go. Now, scissors, and I'm going to cut the excess off of the top. You don't want that poking out. Rid of that tape. I don't need it. Now we'll take the liners off of the tear and tape. Maybe. Just whip that off of there like that. So who's done a spinner card before? Have you done one of these? I haven't done one for a couple of years, but I think they're fun. And you can put anything in the center. It would be really cute if you were making a kid's birthday card and you had like a teddy bear or a kangaroo or something. Now I'm going to renew the adhesive on here because I did pull it all up. And I want it to be good and strong. So it would be fun to put kids something on and make a kid's card on there with a spinner on it. Okay, this is going to go up like that. There you go. Can't even tell that I messed it up. So we have our card with the string in the middle. A long time ago, Dimity, yeah. Valerie did a butterfly. Susan says no. Carol has. Mary says never. Connie, hello, Connie. Connie has. Holly says yes, but quite some time ago. Alice, not I, but I need to. Yes, it's fun. So now, because I pulled that paper up, there's a couple of little spots here that need a bit of glue to hold them down. So I'm just going to squeeze some glue in there. You won't have this problem because you're not going to put your paper down with adhesive. You're going to use temporary adhesive, right? You are not going to do what Glenda did. But I must say that if you do, you're going to know how to fix it. Shannon, hello. Shannon has. Okay, I'm not going to push that down. I want like glue to dry. So now these are going to go in the center like this. But first, we have to put the gold strips in behind. So I'm just putting adhesive around the holes. And I'll put the strip on, and then you have to cut the edge of the strip off because it's square and the edge of the ornament is round. There we are. Okay. And I'm going to let that dry for half a minute or so. And while that's drying, I am going to stamp the inside and the envelope. So apparently I made the inside look like a tree. Who knew? Not me. But apparently it does. It does. Look at that. Okay, Memento ink. I know you can't see that, but I want to get it out of my way so I don't get ink on it. So I'm going to put one here. Then I'm going to put one there. Then I'm going to put one up here. Like that. And the envelope as well. How many did I put on the envelope? I did all 3 on the envelope. I just got ink on my finger. Let's get rid of that so I don't put ink on my card. 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! Get some stars. Get them on here. There we go. That's the envelope. And one up there. Inside done. So who's going to give this card a try? Don't forget, share it in our Share It Saturdays. All right. Now, I'm thinking that there should be designer paper on here. What do you think? Do you think I should be putting designer paper on the inside of that, or should we just leave it? Or should I put another ornament on there? I am going to stamp sentiment now on this little tiny piece of basic white paper. Oh, I didn't stamp Merry Christmas on the inside either. Got to do that. Okay, now's when I pray that I get this straight and centered-ish. Oh, the stamp's not straight. See how it's... Try again. That'll do. It's not exactly straight, but you know, it is what it is. Yes, for the DSP. Yeah, says Alice. Diana says yes, designer paper would be nice on the inside. All right, I'm going to put our Merry Christmas in there. Like that. Okay, I can make the entire card and then we can cut some designer paper for in there. Okay. Next, this goes in here like that with the opening so that it opens this way. So put adhesive on this part. And then it just centers right in here. Let's do this side. It just makes it easier to see where that fold is. All right, and then on the inside here, we'll put this piece. Whoops. So who's going to join me on the 19th? It will be here in my VIP group, and it will be on YouTube. It won't be on my page, so you're going to have to be a member of my group. There we go. So now there's that. Now, before you put the center in, you need to put this in. We're going to get some adhesive on this. And kind of line it up like that back in the hole. And you kind of want the fa la 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 to be sort of straight. Now, I'm going to use little pieces of Post-it tape just to hold it in place so I can close it and not have it stick to my fingers, but still have it straight. There we go. And then just push that down. Remove the Post-it notes. And there we have our fa la 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 la. There we go. And we're going to put those gold dots in there, but let's get this flippy thing done. Mary's going to be making one. Yes, just need reminding. Oh, for the 19th? Yeah, there'll be a lot of reminders happening on my VIP page or my VIP group and on my page. Okay, so now I'm putting the gold strip in behind those holes. And I know I have another one here somewhere. And it doesn't matter if you get it straight or not, because those 5/8 inch strips are wide enough. Now you can see that there's a little bit of the gold showing in some of the spots. So just take your scissors and clip that off. Just round your corners a bit so they don't show, but don't cut too much off because you don't want to cut off where the holes are, because then you'll be in trouble. There we are. So there's our 2 ornaments. And look, I got them almost straight too. Okay, now comes the precision part. You take your ornament, and I think I'm just going to tape it right down to my grid paper. And then this is going to go on here. So I've centered this on the grid paper. So that's where that twine is going to go, like that. Now, you do want to put adhesive down the center like that, so that when you put this on here and line it up on my dark mark there, and I want it to be as close to the bottom as I can because we're going to put that lid on there. Push that down. And then I'm going to take a couple of pieces of Post-it tape and put that on there. Okay, this can come off now, because you don't want that twine to move. And then take the liners off of that. Come on, take the liners off of that. Let's just pick this one too. And we need dimensionals. And you want to put dimensionals on either side of that twine right up close so that that's going to help that twine stay in place as well. Now, I'm not going to do it where that is because that's a different height. So you need the dimensionals because you've got 2 extra layers here in the center. Like that, and that'll help hold those together. Now, take the liners off. Take the liners off and continue the dimensionals around the outside without putting them on top of that strip of gold. And we'll remove those liners. So you need the preparation before you put your other ornament on is the important part of this card. You've got to make sure that it's staying where it's supposed to stay. Now I'm going to take 2 more. I'm going to take another strip of tear and tape and put it over top of those dimensionals that are straddling that twine, because that'll help keep that twine in place so nothing is going to make that twine move. And I'm also going to put tear and tape here so that the 2 stick together in the middle and hold that twine in place. Now just make sure that you've got that good and attached. And then comes the hard part, getting that liner off. And you only have to put dimensionals and adhesive on one part of this ornament. You don't have to put it on both sides if you do it this way. Come on. I was excited when I got my suitcase packed today because I have a half a suitcase empty, which is a good thing because one of my fellow Canadian demonstrators can't make it anymore. So she needs somebody to bring her stuff back to Canada for her. So I'm going to have her stuff, my stuff, and my Walmart trip in there. The good thing is that I have, okay, there we go. Now you make sure it's straight. Looks straight to me. Hello, Alina. Now comes the tricky part, getting this on top of that. So I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm still holding this up and I'm going to attach that there. Wait, if I put, hang on, can't quite see white on white where that thing is. So I'm going to do this. Aha. Now I could put adhesive on there on the back of that gold piece. You don't need to, but I did anyways. Line that bottom up. You want to make sure that your points match. There. Almost got it exactly in place. Yes. Okay, now we're going to put this on because everybody decided that we needed to put that on. And I'll get some gold and I'll cut 3 more of those so I can put it onto the original one as well. There we go. Now, these are all ready. I'm going to put the big one in on first. And we'll put a medium one there. And we'll put a medium one there. See, when you put glue on it and let it dry, it's really easy when it comes time to put these dots on anywhere. There we go. There's the inside. There's that. I'm going to go get the designer paper and we'll cut a piece for that. And there's this. And it will look better because I have to cut another one of those, but let's see if this is going to work. Wind that up. And then give it to the person you love wound up like that, and when they open it, oh, it spins. Yeah, there's a message. I knew there would be one. How cool is this? Okay, so now I need to get, oh, we haven't put the sentiment on yet. And I have to do that Shanabo. To do a Shanabo. Okay, so now I'm going to get, that's the right side, yeah. I'm going to get my 3 banner punch. And this one I did the pushing out. So while I go and get the gold foil, do you want me to do the pushing out or the pushing in edge on this sentiment? Which one, out or in? And while you're doing that, I'm going to get the designer paper and the gold. Took me a minute to find the paper. In, everybody's doing in. Hang on, my nose is running. Okay, let me get that. There's 2 dies. There's 2 topper dies. Isn't that cool? So all I have to do is run them through twice instead of 3 times. Yay! 1, 2. Everybody wants in. Okay, I can do in. That and 1 more. I love it when they give us multiple dies and I have to do multiple cuts because then you only have to wing them through part of the number of times you need. There's that. That over here. Okay, everybody wants in. In it is. In it is. So it's not as wide because this is only 3/8 and that punch is made for 1/2 inch, which is 4/8. So just center it. Let's make it straight. Punch one side, flip it around. I love this punch. I've been waiting a long time for them to come back with a punch like this that you can make pretty edges on and you don't have to worry about how long it is because you can make it as long as you want. Okay, I'm just going to use this to put glue on the back of these. And then it can dry while I'm doing the sentiment. And then we'll decide what paper we're going to put on the inside. I hope I ordered another package of this because when you guys decide you want free kits for my free online class, I'm going to need to have the paper to make them. Okay, so now we're going to put adhesive on the back here like that. And then to do a Shanabo, all you do is you start. Oh, that might be too long. Start, and then you make a loop. And then you come around. And you make another loop. And then you come around. And you make another loop. And then you pull it out the side. Oh, I'm missing a loop. 1 more loop. I'm not loopy enough. Put that on there. 1 more loop. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, it's not exactly even, but you know what? Who cares? It's got to go up a little bit more. That'll do. Now I am going to take a little bit of tear and tape and put it over top of that and not take the liner off of it, just so it holds it in place, because we're going to put dimensionals on this as soon as I find out what I did with my baby ones. That's going to go there. I'll just run. How many dimensionals is Glenda going to use on her sentiment tonight? Apparently 5. I'm not good at these bows, but I figure the more I do them, the more I practice. Oh, shoot, I forgot. That's not going to stick to that because that's got a liner on there. So I just got to trim that liner a bit so I can get my dimensional on there, because otherwise it's not going to stick. As you know, it doesn't stick. There we go. This is going to go on here. See if I can get it relatively straight. That's not bad. Okay, flip this over. Oh, look what I did. Right on top of that. And I'm going to try and line that up. There we go. So we have that on both sides now. And I'll put it on that one in a minute. So what are we missing? Oh, the designer paper. Okay, let's see what designer paper we can get in there. So I believe this is going to have to be 3 3/4 by 5. Okay. Do we want a piece that has gold? What have I got lots of? Do we want to use that in there? Okay, so here's option 1. Option 2. So that was option 1, option 2, option 3, or option 4. Alice says the trees. So we have 1, 2, 3, or 4. Berries, words, stars, or trees. What one? Lena says the stars. Holly says the stars. Alice says the trees. Susie says the trees. Dimity says the trees or the stars. Diana says the stars. Well, we'll just put fa la 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 back. Okay. Option 1. Option 1. Option 4. Option 1. Option 4. Sorry, option 1 or option 2. Stars or trees. Stars or trees. Now, while you're doing that, I will be cutting 2 pieces because I'll do it to the other one too. Option 1. Option 1 is stars. Here. Option 1 is stars. Option 2 is trees. And I need 2 pieces that are 3 3/4 by 5. Make sure my trees are cut the right way. Oh, of course. This way. This is got 3 3/4. I could put one on one and one on the other. That's what we can do. We'll put the stars on one and we'll put the trees on the other one. Then everybody's happy. Because who doesn't like this paper? I'm telling you, there's nothing better than this paper. It is simply gorgeous. I honestly thought that this paper would sell out, and it has not. Okay, there's one. This one, we'll put the trees. Stampin' Up! Did a really good job this year of keeping most of the stuff in stock. Unfortunately, the Traditions of Christmas paper has been out for a while. It is due back on the 14th. So when is that? That's next week, next Friday. Option 1, it picks up on the gold on the ornament. Dimity, that was Diana. Dimity says 2 and 1, good idea. Hello, Sonia. There we go. I have to put the toppers on that ornament yet. So let's get that done. Got to be more careful with this one because I don't want it to catch on the corners. There's one. We'll line this one up. Oops, down a bit. I have to make sure that it doesn't catch when you wind it up. And there we are. There's our spinner cards. Aren't they amazing? Oh, yes, Sonia, you got to watch the replay because it's a spinner card. This is crooked. That's not good. Come on. I'll fix that one. Let's use this one. So now you put it, you do your writing in here, right? You do your thing, you close that, then you wind this up and you close your card and just slip it in the envelope like that. And when your person gets it, it looks very innocuous when they open that. It's, oh, what a pretty card. And then they do this and that thing spins. I love that. Oh, isn't that fun? I love interactive cards. Now I'm just thinking that maybe I should put a couple of, see if I can get this off of here. Am I going to be able to? See if I can get a couple of little tiny slices of dimensional in there at the top, just to hold it. Oops. You know what? I still got that song going through my head. I saw it, a sweatshirt this afternoon that said, that had just having a wonderful Christmas time written on it. And that's why it's going through my head. It's been going through my head ever since I saw it. I really want that sweatshirt because I love it, but I'm not buying clothes because I'm trying to be very frugal in my spending. my personal spending, not my crafty spending, because that's totally separate. Because we're going to go on that cruise next year and we're going to take kids with us and our grandkids. There, that's better. So that just kind of holds that together. Well, I took an entire hour. That was cool. So I did post the recipe yesterday and today in my VIP group. Here it is if you are watching on YouTube and you want to take a screenshot, or you're watching the replay and you want to take a screenshot. There we go. And here's my little note of what not to do. Cut a hole in the front with no adhesive on the DSP in the center. Use dimensionals to hold the twine in place between ornaments. Use tape on top to hold it in place, and use tear and tape on the back of the gold foil. That's what's to remember about this card. It's not difficult. It's just fun. And I am going to fix that because it's crooked and it's driving me insane. I'm okay with that being crooked. Oh, thank you. Oh, you guys are so nice. Thank you so much. Just see, my shirt is even coordinates with my cards. It's got gold and black and white. The pattern in it is even gold. Can you put the first one back up? Yes, I can. Oh, here, can you see it? Oops, hang on. There is I did post in my VIP group, I did post that. I didn't put them in the description of the video. I probably should have. Did that work, Mary? Okay, so Connie and Mary, get your spare room ready, because if Glenda gets stuck in Las Vegas, I may come for a visit. Who knows what the airlines are going to do? I tell you, if you have enjoyed my video, please hit those emojis. I do appreciate it. It helps more people see my videos. That's on Facebook. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit the thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you will know whenever I go live. Okay, so this is it now till the 17th. Yep, the 17th, because I'm gone all of next week. Tomorrow night I have a class. Thank you, Janet. So the next time I'm live will be on the 17th, and we will be doing the Petals of Beauty Suite that week. If I make it back on time, I'll keep you updated. I may have to spend a night in the airport. Who knows? Oh, you're very welcome, Susan. Thank you for your kind comments. I do appreciate you guys. And thank you so much for all that you do for my small business. You keep me inspired every day to come up with new and innovative cards that are fun to make. This one took a little bit longer, but it was a fun fold. Thanks, Holly. Sonia says, safe travels, and most of all, have a blast. Alice, thanks, Glenn, to see you on the 17th. Yes, I am going to have an amazing time down there. There's 5 of us traveling together in 2 rooms. So what's going to happen? I doubt I'm going to get much sleep at all. Thank God for plane ride home. I will be sleeping the whole way. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and an amazing 10 days. 12 days. 12 days. What am I going to do without you guys for 12 days? Honest to goodness. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Stamp and smiles. Bye for now.